No messiahs, there's just us, among corpses of patriots. No more heaven, only this, life left with an iron fist as we live through it, feeding fire through the change, we will light the flame. Oh!
Hello, I'm the Zombie J, and yeah, I decided to cover the first, verse of Strongest of the Strong by Kreator because I like that song. It's great. Kind of an unintentional sequel to Hail to the Hordes. Maybe, I don't know. It's definitely similar in a way. It's a similar anthemic song, Anyway, that's not what this video is about. So, from Hero Factory, check this out. From a Hero Factory combination mock upgrade that I did to a Bionicle G2 set that I've decided to upgrade. And he's definitely taller than he was originally. So, may I present to you for your delectation, Towa Ikimu. That's right, he's a Towa this time, not just a mask-making master of mask-making. That was redundant. So, I was kind of stuck when it came to designing, working with what I had, and obviously fishing out parts from my own collection of parts. I kept most of the torso the same, but I added in this little 3-long piece armor shell in gold as kind of like neck protection, because, you don't want to get struck in the neck. Yeah. That could hurt. So, it's loose, it rounds in there, but it still works, it fits. And obviously if you take the chest armor off, it'll fall out, and yeah. That's why I left it there. But other than that, the torso is the same, other than relocating these armor bits from here to, well, obviously flipping around these bits, these armor shells, and then putting those right there, and then obviously making these two masses of, I guess, bulk and whatnot. And the only other thing in terms of, extending this guy a bit is replacing, well, obviously, relocating those lower legs to up here, and replacing them with those lower legs, which are black bone pieces with the ball joint and the 2 holes surrounding the ball joint. And then I flipped those around and stuck on the armor shell. And I didn't do anything for the back of the legs because what could I do, honestly? I mean, I know what I could do, but I just didn't feel like doing it. I ran out of parts. Shield is the same, still does the same stuff. The head of the hammer is still the same, the crystal hammer. But I added this little shaft extension so that, when he is in position and ready to hammer someone's face off, he can do this whoosh, whoosh, from a greater distance than previously. Also, one of the translucent bone pieces that was the upper arm right here, I replaced with a light gray upper arm, upper leg bone piece, standard bone. And just kind of mirror, have both arms the same. I also replaced the added ball joint friction here with 2 gears. Yeah, 2 dark gray gears. So, if you ever want to do one-handed thing, obviously it's less friction. I could have added more friction when I didn't want to. But you can still do that. So, that's always fun. And that's pretty much all the updates I added to this guy. I felt like, the original set for me was pretty cool, actually. I liked the look of Ikimu. And thought he was worthy of the $15 that was paid for. That we paid for him. But he definitely had problems. And while I did try my best to rectify some of those problems and, add in more spin of some sort, my own spin on Akimu here, he definitely still isn't that great. I felt like I did everything that I possibly could. I feel like I could add more armor back here, but the thing is, I don't have any more of these shells in Trans Blue, whatever blue that is. So I'll have to figure out something there. Oh wait, I have a whole other parts bin. I could dig out parts, So I'll have to do something about that. But at the same time, I like how he looks right now. So he looks perfectly fine. I mean, the neck guard thing is kind of, in some people's minds, probably useless. But I added it because I kind of like the look of that. Plus, you don't want to get struck in the neck, Obviously, there's no back neck articulation. Protection. And you wouldn't expect Akimu to get struck from the back of the neck because, I don't know. So while he is about as tall as Tahu Uniter, I'd say, and he's more Toa-esque than his original, $15 incarnation. I don't know, there's a lot to love here. I definitely enjoyed building the original 2016 set, and I also liked the little protector-sized version. But, I feel like more gold could be added on here. I definitely intend to add more gold when I have more gold, when I can find more gold in my collection. But, I mean, the more gold, the more gaudy, I guess. So, I definitely like the look of the transparent or translucent blue with the gold. It definitely screams, some kind of light character with energies of light being transferred through this guy, It's got all sorts of symbols and stuff on the torso armor to have more sort of texture, It's pretty cool. I always liked this torso armor piece. It does have that greebling, it does have that texture that we would come to expect from Bionicle, but at the same time, it doesn't have many uses. It's only this. It can only work as chest armor. That's all. That's it. That's its only use. The mask, it's nice to have this mask in this color. But you can replace it with the gold one, and I've seen it on the I've seen the gold one on Akimu, and it didn't look that. In some ways it looks better, but in some ways it looks wrong. I feel like this is perfectly fine, So I felt like I could have added more to the head of the thing, but I didn't want there to be too much weight to be distributed from the swing, because the hip articulation still works, obviously. I do want to add more armor back here on the lower legs. Can't do much with the back legs, although I do suspect there exists pieces. In fact, I have a couple of those that I could just at least put right there. A couple of black pieces that I can put right there on just to just kind of add a bit more bulk, But overall, still works. His shield does move, apparently, but it doesn't necessarily spin. I thought about foregoing the shield entirely, but, then what would he do for defense, to kind of block an attack? What was he going to do, use his forearm? That would be kind of dumb. But hey, because, his forearm could be cut in half by a fucking sword, especially if it's heated. Yeah. So, But Ikimu is now a of light. He's taller and much better. He looks more like a $20 set at this point, so that's cool. And there you go. If you like the changes I did, you can do it too, if you so wish. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of this changed up Ikimu. You know, definitely not many changes, but they're there, and they're worth noting. So there you go. There you go. I might have one more video out for y'all today, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And yeah, I'm the Zombie J. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.